Welcome back to the 32 Sound Podcast. It's your host Avery.
You got Mark right here, man.
We got
Third
our
episode.
we got our artist, our friend Will the Space Kid in the building. How you
What's
feel?
good with y'all?
What's going on, man? How
The
you?
deal, man. Let's get it popping.
For sure. So we're gonna talk about you, your story out in LA, kind of like your upbringing. Obviously you in the industry a little bit, about
Yeah,
you, your musical, your artistry, and then some fun topics at the end. It sound good?
yeah,
Good.
for sure.
So Will, man, tell us who was Will before the music, man? Before you decided music is what you wanted to do.
Damn. Before music, I don't even know. A kid, I guess. Like that's really it. Just a kid. Just a
Yeah.
kid having fun, inner city. Same story as everybody else, pretty much.
And you grew up in Cleveland, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Cleveland.
Yeah, for sure. These just like just going to the parties, just natural, everything like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I feel like I was always involved in music. So that's the thing. So when you say before music, I'm thinking literally just a kid, like cartoons. Like that's it. It ain't really no like before, like it ain't, how like people just jump in, rap. I feel like I always was a part of it in some type of way.
Yeah, so like for sure as a younger, you already knew like this is exactly what I wanted to do. You
Yeah.
know, so how old did I would say were you when you decided like all right, music was the thing? You know what I'm saying? For some it might be like 15, but you making it be like maybe like 7, 6 years old type thing.
I feel like I wanted to do it like you said, like at 7, 6, but I ain't know
Yeah,
nothing about that. None of my people really knew
yeah,
what they was talking about, so I ain't really like know how to do it. But I think I recorded like I recorded my first song like in 7th grade. Yeah, it was
oh,
like
wait.
7th or 8th grade.
Okay,
So
but
like at 12?
Yeah,
Damn. How what is that like? What's that experience at the, you know what I'm saying? Did you know what you were doing when you stepped in the studio?
man, hell no. Like no, so cause like I'm thinking like people just rap. Like you go in
Yeah,
there, you gonna rap. So like I had the raps written down, but I ain't know you had to do dubs. And then I ain't know stuff was like debatable.
yeah,
Like whether I want to do dubs or ad libs here, I'm going more so going with the engineer saying, because the engineer older than me. So I'm like, well, this how you do it, you feel me? But yeah, like I remember like, yeah, it was like 7th or 8th grade for sure.
so at that
yeah.
point when you stepped in, was it from there that you were just in the studio consistently from there, or did over
I
time
kind of was consistent for sure. It's crazy. Like I remember, like it was me, two of my homies. Like we used to ride our bikes to the studio, and
Oh, that's raw. Yeah, that's
it was
raw.
like 25 minutes to get there, like on the bike.
Yeah.
But we just was like, we gonna go to the studio,
Damn.
like this is gonna happen.
So
And
like, you
then
know what I'm saying? Yeah, my bad.
it's funny. Like now I think about it, like the studio was cheap, but it seemed like so much money at that time. But it'd be like three of us in the studio, like 15 an hour. We like, okay,
Yeah,
everybody got their five, whatever. But it seemed like it was so much money though, like in the 8th grade. You
yeah.
feel me?
So that's raw. So like at that point, did you have any idea about how you was gonna promote it? Was it just something people was just going to the studio, just we just gonna rap or
Man, I remember I think MySpace, yeah, MySpace and YouTube. Like, yeah, the crazy thing is like I had streams, like it was like it literally was a person getting created. Like I'm like, okay, boom,
yeah.
I'm rapping. Go to the MySpace, YouTube. I look up, okay, damn, 1,000 people that watched, 2,000 people that watched. I'm like, damn. And then it was like I was going places. People like, yeah, I seen the video or I seen the like the rap or whatever. And then I think like everything transitioned to like Facebook and YouTube, but YouTube was always there though.
So when
Yeah.
was that transition for you where, you know what I'm saying? Because I know when I was doing music as a kid, people
Yeah.
outgrow you. Like friends start doing whatever they doing, and then you start seeing who's really focused. And since you
Yeah.
started in middle school, did that separation happen for you more like in high school, or when did you start realizing this is what I really want to do, and this is more like other people just doing it because they can?
Um, I feel like that transition happened in college more so
Mm,
because I feel like high school I still wasn't able to tell. And if you think about it, everybody got free time in high school, and then everybody living with their parents, so it's kind of like it's nothing to like. Okay, we're gonna spend this money on studio. We're gonna spend this money on studio. But I feel like when everybody like a grown man or grown woman or whatever, and you still spending that money, this is something you probably want to do.
Facts.
So I seen the separation when like it was so many friends like, oh yeah, I quit rap, I quit R&B, and I'm like, oh, I'm still with it. Like
Yeah.
I think I can get something out of this.
But even like how you create in general, I wouldn't even call you just a rapper. Like I met you, you know what I'm saying, as when you were
Yeah.
doing your rapping, but I've seen you do film and I've seen you do
Oh
acting,
yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
you do a lot of things. So
So that was the other thing though. So in high school, I really was like a all around writer, like for real. I remember like I got sponsored by Taco Bell for writing in high school. They picked like 7 people in the states.
yeah,
And from there, I just like, oh, I can write for real. And the crazy thing is I didn't even want to enter the competition. It was a dude at the rec. He like, yeah, I be seeing you write or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but I ain't about to enter that. I ain't about to enter no competition. They picking 7 people. The good thing is I did it because like he was like, yeah, like just do it. Like I give you $20, you do it. I'm like, okay, all right, son. Boom, wrote it or whatever. And then they picked me. We flew out to California, everything.
that's
Like it was
rough.
crazy. Met Mark Wahlberg. It's
Damn.
like it's documented and everything. I got the documents and everything. But yeah.
Still cool with Dog from the to this day?
I mean, I see him like on the Instagram. I mean, he definitely like it's an age difference. You feel me? It's only but
Yeah.
I be feeling like it's only but so much cool you could be with somebody that got a age difference between you. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
Unless y'all literally like in the same industry.
Mhm.
Like, but yeah, it's just an age difference. But yeah, if I was to see him, it's all love, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always been on even I did this other camp thing. It was like the Kenyan Gambrier like writers camp. They picked like another like they had picked like 60 people. But that was like in the world, like it was Japanese kids, all type of stuff there. They're like
Yeah, yeah.
crazy. But I always been like a writer. So that was the other thing I kind of like had to really I feel like in college I had to really take on was like I can write all this stuff, but what do I really want to do? And I feel like I really had to like sit down and be like, I want to do music. But
Mm.
if I do want to make a movie, I know I can call my friends, I can write it,
So
I can do that.
with
But
that
I'm really
process,
focused on the music.
when you were focused on the music, you know what I'm saying, you knew what you were doing from a young age. What prompted you to even, you know what I'm saying, even think about going to college? You know what I'm saying? We all like I'm an inner city kid that like just somebody that knew
Okay.
what
So
made you
boom, I feel like it's the right people in my life. So
yeah.
with the whole thing with the college was I knew how to write. So I low key, I went to college because I feel like I was getting over it. So,
Mm-hmm.
and but the thing is, I ain't fully understand college or the situation. So I'm basically told like, okay, you can leave Cleveland. You gonna have your own. You gonna have a room, and basically you're gonna be on campus chilling. You got a meal plan. So I'm like, okay, right now, if I stay in Cleveland, I'm gonna have to be buying my own food, listening to listening to my grandmother or whatever at the crib. I'm like, yeah, this make way more sense to just go there. And then I had scholarships. But the thing is, I ain't even know how like college worked because I feel like it's like half my fault, but I feel like half not my fault. So I'm thinking like, okay, they said we was good, but the part I feel like I didn't pay attention to was the scholarships was for 2 years.
Mm.
But
Mm.
I'm thinking like we good. Like I heard the man with the deal. He's like, yeah, you gonna add a meal plan, a little room, be able to walk around campus, go to football games,
Yeah.
cool. So my like shock was like after that second year, him basically I damn near had like an accountant type of situation, like person managing like the money is like the money running low. Like
Yeah.
yeah, so it was like that was like a shock for me because like I didn't know what he was talking about. He was like, yeah, money, this situation not the same.
Yeah.
Damn.
So like I say you still stayed at BG, but you end up getting everything, you know what I'm saying? So I seen
Yeah.
progress for more than 2 years. So what made you like stick it through even keep going at that point?
Oh, I mean, first off, so what made me keep going? It was an environment. Like I feel like I became a part of that environment. Like, so I'm out there. I feel like I'm throwing parties. It's so cheap to live out there too. Then on top of that, I feel like I'm gaining the traction, meeting people, networking with people, making better music, and just being around people doing different stuff. Like I know if I was to go back home, I knew what I was coming to. I know how people think. And of course, it's different type of people, but you got to find that community. And you in a college town, you're forced to be in that community. You're forced to be around people that's
Yeah.
different than you, different backgrounds, different type of money, everything. So I was like, I kind of like told myself I need to be around this to like really grow into like a different person.
Okay.
Facts.
So like throughout all that too, you've been constantly like dropping singles along the way, you know what I'm saying, throughout
Yeah.
the process. So you're somebody I even see that always thought about a plan, how to promote. So throughout
Oh
the whole
yeah.
process, what were ways you were, I guess, reaching out to those platforms, promoting yourself and getting yourself out there?
Gotcha. Oh, marketing crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. It's a lot of ways to look at marketing. So first off, you gotta kind of look at it like your Instagram or your TikTok, whatever platform you really own, you gotta look at it like it's a TV show. If you got Instagram, that's your TV show. It's not this not debatable. Like it's a TV show. You either got a good TV show or you got a bad TV show.
That's a clip.
Facts.
That's a clip right there. Yeah.
So when you create a TV show, you gotta think of it like, okay, shit, I can't afford characters, so shit, my friends about to be the characters. Or you might got cheese like that. Like, shoot, I can get a like so when you looking at a rapper's page and they got these cute girls, they might have cute girls they paid for, or their friends might just be cute. But regardless, find the girl characters to, spice up your TV show, whatever. On top of that, like the photos gotta be A1.
Mhm.
It's like you gotta just like I said, it's literally a TV show. Like you know what you want it to look like. That's the thing. Like whether you trying to be super hard or you trying to be the funny person or you the creative person, you know what it need to look like. So when your friends are part of that TV show, they gotta look that part. Like it gotta make sense. Like what they wearing, what they not wearing, everything just got to make sense. I feel like that's the biggest thing. But if you look at it like a TV show, it's gonna work out a lot better because you're gonna be able to like just plan it a lot better.
And it's, and
Yeah.
it's basically like when you associate, I don't know, you watch Miami Vice, you feel me?
Yeah,
It's a lifestyle that you're watching literally every day and it's tuning in and that. But you're saying focusing on that and bringing that to the attention and making sure that's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
But
Yeah,
promotion can be a long conversation. Like it just depends
sure.
on what angle you want to talk about. Like if we talking about blogs, if we talking about analytics,
Yeah.
we talking about the streets because that's a whole different type of promotion.
I mean, like if you're talking to someone who's looking at like, man, they're new to it. They try to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Explaining that to them and how
Gotcha.
important it is.
So I'm gonna say another thing too. Like if you gonna rap or whatever entertainment type thing,
Yeah.
you got to do both. You got to be outside and inside. I think it's confusion right now where people just inside, like they just inside their house. Like you have to go outside. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't go outside, it's not gonna work. Like I don't know. Yeah, we always see those people. They get lucky. They go viral. But on average, this not gonna work if you don't go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's not, you need people outside to like vouch for you and really say, like, this is real, this really going on, this is quality. I seen it in real life. Like if you just only on the computer, it ain't gonna correlate.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Break that down for the people because I feel like that's
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that
yeah.
we talk about, especially on a podcast. It's just like your network,
Okay,
your
so I'm
networking.
gonna say from a rap standpoint, if you decided to tell people you're a rapper, you need to be at showcases. I ain't saying you got to perform at every one, but you need to be at showcases. You need to be at mixers where DJs is playing stuff. You need to see like you need to go to a concert here and there just to see how a bigger artist perform.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, I say different environments, kind of like people like a scene in college, just to kind of see like what that crowd like. You got to be everywhere, just like learning stuff. Like talk to some DJs, learn different things that they know and they opinions of why they playing certain stuff, because that's gonna kind of like get you towards like why they might not be playing your stuff right now. I
Facts.
say even everything like people that do graphics, talk to them because you might learn a thing or two. You might end up making your own graphics. So
Mm-hmm.
like I just feel like you got to learn from every piece of the puzzle because I mean, if it's like either you got it all figured out or you don't. Like,
Yeah.
so if you
Yeah.
don't, then you need to just constantly be trying to figure out the other pieces.
I feel that's something that you do well. Just based on going through your social media profile,
Yeah,
like you're able to put yourself around the right people. Like
yeah,
whether it's in on the West Coast or the East Coast, like you just
yeah.
find a way to get into those circles and get into those rooms and like build your network up, which is very impressive because a lot of people can't do that. What
Yeah.
do you think has been attributed to you just being able to maneuver in all these different circles?
Man, so first off, I feel like one of the biggest things people tell me is that like I'm myself. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like honest. I'm gonna be me. I'm not really trying to like really change my like who I am. Like I don't know. Like I done seen people like how I put it. Like okay, say we around like a gangster rapper or whatever, and
Mm.
then it's like your homie might be cool, but then it's like now he around him like he want to start talking about all the guns he got or whatever. But like he don't normally do that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but me, it's kind of like I'm just me, like
Right.
regardless of how the situation is. Another thing too, I say like some man, one of the biggest things I be telling people too is like, what are you willing to do? Like sometimes it might just be an opportunity. Like I know like two or three people gonna be somewhere, but it might be 50 minutes away. And I might, you know what I mean? And I ain't saying 50 minutes like super far, but I know people that just be like, he ain't nobody. But you might go looking for somebody on a lower tier, but when you get there, there's some higher tiers there.
Yeah.
But just because you was like, just picture like it's Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what's something like realistic, I don't know, like let's say like somebody like DDG supposed to be somewhere, whatever. And then you go just because you like, okay, I want to meet the dude, see what's going on. We might be able to
Right.
network, but you get there and you don't know, you might run into 21 Savage, some other stuff might be going on, like just because you made that opportunity. And
Mhm.
then now, depending on how you able to work a room, you just there, you networking, y'all talking, y'all having real conversations.
And
Um,
I want to get to that. I don't want to cut you off, but I know like that's
yeah,
part of you living out of LA. I want to get to that part, but
yeah,
first I kind of want to say, where did you
for
go
sure.
after like when you were in BG? What was the transition? Did you go straight out to LA or
No.
was
So
that
I
the
had a
mindset?
crazy transition. I had a crazy. So I went to BG and I was kind of I mean, not went to BG, but I left BG. I left BG and I was kind of thinking like what I wanted to do, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. When I went back to Cleveland, I had basically got into like a record label, more so like I'm gonna say development phase as far as a record label. So
Okay.
it definitely had some pros, definitely had some cons. One of the huge pros was us going on tour. So we went on a
Mm.
tour.
So you're able to
We
go
went
on
to
tour.
like
Yeah, that's raw.
Memphis, Charlotte, Atlanta. Um, we went, man, we went to a couple places though, but it was dope just like seeing those different environments,
Yeah.
seeing what that was actually like, even though we didn't have everything together, it was still like, okay, we got somewhat of a tour bus. We getting out, we going to the shows. The shows is a vibe. We meeting people that's cool or whatever. But Pittsburgh, that was another spot too. I had an interview in Pittsburgh,
Mm.
but yeah, so that was a vibe. Outside of like the record deal, I dropped a project with them. I feel like my project was dope. I had a mixtape party or whatever.
Yeah.
People came out, showed love.
I
That was
remember that.
dope. But
Yes.
then it just clicked in my head like, man, I could take music way farther and like Cleveland, not the market. Cleveland like just a circle. Like it don't matter what you do.
Mm.
It's kind of like I don't know. You get your song on played on the radio, you just go home. Like
Mm.
you could perform at Summer Jam with the hottest people, and then you just go home. Like it's a never ending circle.
And
Like
I think that might
it's
be it could be like a Midwest thing, you know what I'm saying? Because like say we were all from Atlanta or something like that.
yeah,
The summer
yeah,
gyms, the artists are circulating, but for those like you chose LA out of that, right? So I know like you were feeling like that in Cleveland, but what was your mindset that that was going to be the destination I was going to go? You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I got you. So I had a lot of homies out here, and the crazy thing is, so I looked at it like these is it's crazy. Like it might sound crazy to y'all, but these is my options. So I looked at my options like, okay, I can go to Michigan, I go to Atlanta, or I go to LA.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the pros and cons in this situation, like LA obviously gonna be the most expensive.
Yeah.
But it might be the most rewarding. Atlanta kind of like, you know, Atlanta is like industry. Like people knows people in the industry. You can work your risk kinda. It's kind of in the middle. Detroit definitely not like no heaven of music, but it's a huge upgrade from Cleveland as far as making music. And at least I can say with the sound that I have, the sound that I have can blend in with the sound. So I knew like that could possibly be an advantage. But I kind of had reached the point where I was like, man, I got nothing to lose. I might as well just go big. If I fumble it, I mean, the worst thing that could happen is I end back up in Cleveland, like where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
So then I just had to just take that leap. Like I'm about to go to LA. I'm gonna work my wrist like never before, and the outcome gonna be crazy. Like I know people be talking about they be like manifesting stuff, but I swear to God, I was like, but I'm gonna be talking to celebrities. We're gonna be kicking it.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing all types of stuff, and it's like that's what's been happening. Like,
So what's like it got to be a crazy price difference. You know what I'm saying? Just
oh
living out there.
yeah, oh yeah,
What's
numbers.
that like? What's that like?
So I'm gonna tell everybody this, that LA is a humbling experience for anybody. Like
Yeah.
Like, so for example, you know, like if you got, let's say, if you up like 20 racks in Detroit, Cleveland, I mean, you feel it, you low key, you know, you feeling yourself probably just because it's like it's no money there really. So, and then the people you around, they might not got $1,000 in their bank account. Like I'm just being real. Like the average person really don't got like $1,000 in their savings account or whatever. So you got 20 of them. You like, yeah, I'm a man. Like I didn't made it. I figured out some stuff. Your rent, realistically, I'm talking about average rent. Obviously, it's suburbs or whatever, but average person what paying like 1,100 is like 1,100 get you like a 2 bedroom. How
Something
y'all
like
feel
that.
about that?
Yeah, yeah,
1100,
yeah, for
1200.
sure.
Boom.
1,500
So
get you something.
1,100 to get you a 2 bedroom. So we jump into LA, a 2 bedroom typically gonna be 3 bands.
Woo. Yeah, that's a
Like easily 3 bands, like 332, 34, somewhere in that ballpark. And then you still paying for like real life expenses. You know,
so,
your car
so,
insurance
so
still slapping.
damn near out here. It's like that rent money will get you 3 times farther, damn near
Yeah,
here than out
yeah.
there.
So when you
Damn.
got 20 racks here, I mean, even if you got like a roommate type of situation, you thinking more so like, okay, I got like 4 months of rent, 5 months of rent,
Damn.
5 months of my life, 4 months maybe. Out there, back at home, you pretty much set for the whole year down there. Like it's people that's gonna break even at 30. Am I right? Am I wrong? They
Yeah.
gonna break even at 30, right?
Yeah.
So it's like everything is a cost difference. Parking be costing. Like
Mm.
you gonna definitely pay that ticket, but if you got the right mindset, you gonna make money out here. You gonna
Right.
think
Mm.
different. You gonna run into
The way to
people,
look at it, yeah.
and it's gonna be way more opportunities of you just like, oh, you know what? I can make money. Because I feel like that be the biggest jump and hurdle for people is it be people that live in the Midwest, Cleveland, Detroit, Bowling Green, Toledo, whatever, and they averaging like 1,700 a month, 1,800, 22, and they like, and they in their mindset, they think that's like that's all that they can make. So when you hear something in LA, a nigga hit you like, yeah, the rent gonna be 3, or you might have a 1 bedroom, the rent gonna be 2,400. They like that's impossible. But I don't look at it like it's impossible. I look at it like we just gonna get more money. Like, cause that's just like when I moved from BG to Cleveland, like BG rent was like, I think like 650. We were splitting it. Boom. I jumped to Cleveland. The rent was like 1,200. Split it with somebody. And then you just jump again. You get me? Like, so it's not like it's impossible. You just gonna figure out how to get some more money. And then if you don't, it just ain't meant for you. Like it's different things meant for different people. That's why it's different states, different cities. Like you
Yeah.
ain't gotta live here. You ain't gotta live in New York, but it's like whatever.
Facts. So you
That's
was
a
talking about when you got signed for the first time out in Cleveland, like you said,
Yeah.
you was running in them same circles. Like you was a, you know, you could it's easy to get caught up in the small minded thinking, you know, kind of what people were
Yeah,
doing.
yeah, yeah. So the thing with like Cleveland, and then it'd be like many labels and stuff.
because that's a lot of people dream to get signed. They want to get
Yeah.
signed by the deal. They get a deal. So you actually are somebody who actually got signed, but
Yeah.
it was good for you going on tour. But
It was so I think the experience, everybody's experience is gonna be different. I think it ain't really work out for me because I already like had been doing these things. So the perks of me getting signed was like I had free studio time, which is a huge perk. Like
Yeah.
anytime I wanted to record, like this person had to record me. And I know there's tons of people that would want that. Another perk was we had shows. We had shows lined up, which was dope. Um, I had access to beats. They was paying for the beats. They was paying for like artwork and stuff. But the way that like I work, I always kind of like had money to the side for music. So that really don't like capture me personally. Like I said, that would be somebody's dream right now. Like, oh my God, like dude gonna pay for my artwork. He gonna hook me up with the studio time, shows. But it's like I don't know, like I got a computer, like I know how to do like all that myself, not even like I don't
Yeah.
know, like arrogant talk. It's just like that's just me. Like anybody that know me, like no, if I want to record a song, like I can go record the song. Somebody else gonna mix it, master it, and all that. So that's why it wasn't super beneficial for me. Like a label right now, like if I look to sign to somebody right now, I need a crazy marketing budget. I need somebody that know how to get major placements on these Spotify, Apple Music. I need somebody that, yeah, they know these blogs in and out. Like
Mhm.
that's what I'm looking for right now at this point because I know the blogs will take you far, or somebody that do storytelling. And you know, storytelling is a thing that like I don't know if people hip to, but like I be trying to tell people like most of the music industry is fake, so that's a whole nother topic in its own. But
Yeah.
them the things I need in a label right now that I know would take me to the next level.
It's just
right,
just somebody to help you put like fuel to the fire, help you put strategy to what you're doing because I know you're going to get the content created for one way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're going to figure that part out. But it's like you tapping into that marketing. You want somebody that can see the things you can't see. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and that's why like I feel like Ohio failed honestly as far as like the music industry because they don't know how to do that part. Like I'm gonna be honest, like it's people with money in Ohio, and as you because like if you was to ask the average person, they like who the artists from Ohio, they're gonna tell you the same two people like Kid Cudi, Machine Gun Kelly, like them the average people. Maybe if somebody went to college, they might tell you two or three people that's younger, but typically average person gonna tell you those two people,
Yeah.
which is the problem in its own because if I say who the artist in Atlanta, if I say who the artist in Detroit, niggas in Ohio will name you 15 people, 20 people. So
right.
Mhm.
it's a huge gap and a problem right there.
But I know
Um,
Cleveland, no, has a market, has tons of artists. You know what I'm saying? What do you think needs to happen in Cleveland? Because you can't say like I think Cleveland makes good music. I think it's good music in Ohio,
no, it's definitely good music. Like
Columbus too,
I think
Toledo.
it's just like it's a mindset and it's just like networks. Like I don't know, like it's not really no network. It's
Mhm.
people holding you back. This is another thing too. We don't have a blueprint. So at least like if
Mm.
we talking about Detroit, Chicago, Atlanta, I feel like it's a blueprint. You got to think the two big artists that we got, they don't sound nothing alike. On top of that, look at how different they are.
Yeah,
Like
I
when
feel
you look
like
at Kid Cudi and Machine Gun Kelly,
Bone Thugs from
like I feel
Cleveland.
like in Cleveland, and I hear it all the time actually, people want you to damn near change the way music is made. So that's a problem in its own with people like hating on you. Like you'll make good music, and then somebody will be like, "Oh, it sounds like everybody else," or "Dang, all he talk about is guns." But then it's like they listen to 21 Savage all day. So it's like I don't
Right.
know where we at with this conversation. But the people that did make it, they literally like I could say Kid Cudi changed music forever.
Yeah,
Like, but I feel like when you talking about Detroit, Atlanta, like it's a sound that can get you through. Like it's a blueprint to get you through. Granted, everybody might not want to go that way, but at least it exists.
yeah.
The next big artist in Cleveland is gonna sound totally different, probably, and they story gonna be dramatic, dramatic as hell. Like, oh yeah, this is how I made it. I went through boom, boom, boom. So like, it ain't, yeah, it really ain't no gate, no network. Um, even if you do get, even if the people that's kind of like running the music industry in Cleveland help you, the thing is they gonna re-sign your contract. I mean, resell your contract. So it's not really like you can make it. It's gonna be like you're gonna halfway make it and they're gonna resell it.
Right. Right. I think you said something earlier too about when you're signed to a label. I was getting my boy from the door, but like when you're signed to a label, like you said, you have the content part already down. Like you know how to make
Yeah,
your own sound, but when it comes to actually getting your music heard and like actually building a fan base and putting the bricks together, like that's the part that
yeah, okay.
a major labels like out in LA or
Yeah, I want to touch on that a little bit. So this is the issue. Like studio time is the last thing I need, or some artwork or any of that, right? But when these blogs charge 850, 1500, 2000 for a post, it's like people just ain't situated like that. Like, you feel
right,
me? We got real life going on to just spend like 1500 on a post, and you don't even know if that's gonna be the one. But when you sign to these major labels and they dump 100,000, 200,000 just into people talking about you,
right.
if the music is good, it's gonna, it's
Gonna
gonna do
connect
what it
with
need to
people.
do.
Yeah.
So that's where I need, like, I need to know like how much you about to spend on marketing.
Right.
Like,
Are you big into like TikTok and Facebook ads and
yeah,
Spotify
yeah.
playlists,
So I
stuff
feel
like
like
that?
I definitely got room for improvement, but I mean I'm always like on YouTube, looking up at like how people doing TikTok, what they doing, what they not doing. And I tell any artist that too, like you got to look at all that stuff. Like look at what's happening between Instagram, TikTok. Look at, like you said, the Facebook ads, TikTok. As far as like just what are people doing? Like what are people doing? Where are we headed? What's next? You got to watch interviews by other artists just to kind of see what they did wrong.
Right.
Like, like that's what you need to be listening to. Like, yeah, I signed a so and so, and I didn't know that they could do this because it said that. You need to be writing that down, like, so you
Exactly.
don't make the same issues. But yeah, I feel like advertising is like, man, that's the most important thing. Like I said earlier when I said this was a TV show, part of this being a TV show is I got this whole thing where like I know like most of the industry is fake. I know most of this stuff is planned. This stuff do not be real. These relationships be fake. The relationships be fake. Cars be rented. All type of stuff going on. Like matter of fact, like we to the point like purses be rented. Like that's a whole nother game. I feel like people don't even be hip to. You'll see a girl rapper that's coming out and she probably rent from a yeah, it'll be an upcoming female artist, and she'll rent like a purse from like a fashion spot. So like you might see her with the $30,000 Birkin, but it might be like 200 an hour to rent that.
Woo.
Like that's kind of like where we at with this music right now. Like
And it's
it's
all.
literally a TV show.
And so do you think a lot of artists they come into the game because they want the lifestyle or because they actually care about the music?
Um, I mean, hell yeah, people want the lifestyle. Like,
The
so with
lifestyle, yeah.
I think most people you ain't even gotta get them money, which is why like I think that's why like the music industry is so low right now on like giving people money. Like, cause I feel like the average, like, look, if I work at Walmart, right? Matter of fact, like I didn't want to say Walmart, but just anything that's like, minimum wage, right? Whatever. If I'm working there, I'm working 40 hours, going hard, and I say I'm about to upload my song on SoundCloud. I upload it and it take off, and somebody like, yeah, I'll get you a crib in LA, I'll get you a car. Niggas is signing.
Yeah.
Like a crib and a car, like let's go, let's do it. Like, because I feel like a lot of people just want the lifestyle. Like they not like right now, rap up there with the lottery right now. Like, like I said, like it's people upload. Like I feel like it's people that make songs just because it's their birthday or something. Like it'll be their birthday. They be like, I ain't never rapped before. I'm about to rap today, and it's the song take off. They like, I hit the lottery. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. I feel like coming from a little bit about me, like I was out in Vegas after I graduated from BG. I went out
Okay.
to Vegas and I was a club promoter. So I
Yeah.
was out there at the biggest nightclub talking about Dre's. I'm talking about
Oh
Hakkasan.
yeah, Dre is epic. They don't know, they don't know. Dre is the best club I ever
Exactly.
seen.
The best hip hop club in the world, bro. Period.
Facts.
And so I'm out here at these mega clubs, and I'm in the club every night. Bottle service, because I'm a promoter, I get free bottle service. So on my Instagram is lit. I got bottle service, I got girls, I got people coming in, I got clients making millions of dollars. They coming in, and it's all fake. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, it's all fake. Everything comp. The girls are some of the girls are atmosphere models. Like just niggas
Yeah,
coming in, like you said, they renting the cars, but they just want to feel like that star for that one
yeah,
day, for that one weekend. They want to feel like that star. And like I said, like a lot of people come into the rap game and they want to be that star, whether it be for at least for one summer. Just let me shine for one summer, 2 summers, 3 summers. But they
yeah,
not really thinking of it like a business. Like if you really put your time and energy into this can be something that you can last, you could eat off of for years and years and years and years and years
facts, facts.
and really change and shift the culture and be a tastemaker in the industry. And I think that you're somebody who thinks like that. I think you're
Yeah.
somebody who's out there
Mhm.
thinking like you want to be a tastemaker, somebody who's out here really, really doing a thing. Like you not whack, like you got good bars, like you can actually spit.
Even with that too, like meeting you, you know what I'm saying, just watching you as a rapper, then I look around and man, you dropped a movie. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You didn't wrote it out, but like I didn't see you do that multiple times. This is not something people do just to try. Like I've seen you do that. I've seen you put skits together, but like the process between how you make it is professional. Like you get the right camera, you write it out, you get everything shot a certain way.
Yeah, I feel like a big
No.
part of that going to like the people I look up to might not be the people I feel like people like normally look up to. So
Mhm.
like I look up to people like Ice Cube, people like Ludacris that
Yeah.
because it's like I don't know for Ludacris to just be like I conquered rap, I went diamond, and then he's an actor
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like he really doing that. Ice Cube same way like he conquered rap, NWA famous forever. But then it's like barbershop, highly successful. I feel like past the black community at this point between social media making it bigger. But even like people like Cameron and ASAP, I really look up to them because what they did is so special to me because it's like they changed the culture, but then they also put all their friends on. Like like when you could take 8 friends from your hood and everybody got over $1 million, to me that's more turn than like somebody that got like $100 million themselves.
Mm.
You make all your friends a millionaire in a positive way too, because like
Yeah, yeah.
where we come
Like,
from, it's like I was able to go to school, right? But I know some friends that weren't able to do that, right? They weren't able to be
yeah,
in a position. So to be able to do that legally and then put people in a position where they don't gotta watch over their back, they can live just
yeah.
as carefree as you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah, but in all the people that I just named outside of ASAP, but even ASAP, they
yeah,
all that entered like the movie world
yeah.
where they like, I mean, for whatever reason, but I feel like they know that like, okay, this could take me a little farther. Like if I enter this situation, this can last forever. Um, but yeah, I just feel like why not conquer something else? Like,
So
I
did you
mean,
know that with like the 7-year-old you, man, the 8-year-old you, did you know that was what you was gonna be now, or is this something that kind of grew over time?
Um, on the rap side, yeah. The movie side, no. When I was like, I didn't even picture like doing movies. I feel like college made me think I could do movies.
Mhm.
Um, cause like, yeah, when I was in Cleveland, we talking about like 17 or 18. I'm like, you can't make no movie. Like, how you gonna make a movie? Like,
Yeah,
like that was just the mindset. Like you don't even know nobody that act good. But I feel like college, when you see stuff like, okay, you talking to your friend and they're like, yeah, I just did the 48-hour music festival. I mean 48-hour movie festival. And I'm like, what's that? They're like, yeah, we just made a movie in 48 hours. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, my homies, like these my homies, like ain't nothing, I don't want to say nothing special about them, but it's like they just like me. That's how I'm looking at it. Like,
yeah.
okay, so my homies just made a movie in 48 hours, like a 10-minute movie. Then what's stopping me if I got 6 months to make a movie? Like who like you can't stop me at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
Cause like I'm on my own time frame. Like nothing's in the way. Like, and then I'm seeing people like, okay, they checking out cameras. Okay, this kind of accessible. Like, I'm on a mission now. I just gotta like organized people, I might have to get them something that like you know what I mean? Whether it's money or I can get them into something, or they might just need the advice or knowledge that I already got, but I can make all this make sense. Yeah, and then when I got out of college, I didn't have the same materials, but I feel like I was like, it still ain't nothing stopping me. Like, I'm gonna shoot a better movie. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, I'm gonna shoot a better movie than when I had hella more stuff, like hella more cameras and all that. Just because like it's possible. Like the only thing stopping people from making a movie or I mean I got my book too, but
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
it's really just you gonna write it or you not gonna write it. Or you gonna pay somebody to write it or you not gonna pay somebody to write it. It ain't no in between, like literally because look, if y'all wanted to make a movie, like y'all two could make a movie, it's kind of like y'all either gonna pay somebody to write it or not, or y'all might write the whole thing, but if y'all don't write it, it's not gonna happen. Because after you make it past the writing part, you can imagine the characters. You can it's 2022. You can get somebody with a camera.
Yeah.
And your first movie might not be like I ain't say you was gonna have an epic movie. Like it might just be a trial and error. Like, okay, we shot a movie, we ain't had the best acting, but we know how to do it again better.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like I look at like just try something new. Like you want to make a
Get out
movie,
there.
book, whatever. Like your first one might not be the best one. Like my first one is not my first movie is not close to like the last movie I released at all. Like, but I didn't know no better. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm like, okay, we shot a scene. Should we done with that scene? Like, I ain't know, like, okay, the things gotta be even, the same, like the daytime and nighttime. You gotta look at the lighting and all that. Because I was just trying to like get the movie done. But
Yeah.
now I know like the pieces you need to make the movie.
So I got a couple things I want to ask about that. The first being what a lot of artists I ask people what's their mindset when they're creating, you know what I'm saying, the art that they create, definitely the music or in the studio process, right? But to create a whole movie and just seeing how that goes, like from the start, you think about it and it's happening, and then you're filming, and then the idea
Yeah.
happens right on spot. So how do you even put all of that together, even put that on screen and even come out, you know, and not get discouraged and still
Okay, so the
creative
movie.
with it?
So like I said, you make it past phase. Phase one is writing, and it's the
Yeah.
like it's like writing a movie is the serious part. So
Yeah.
now you got a script. It's a couple things you can do with this script. You could sell it. You could give it to somebody else. You could just be, or you could be like, I'm dead serious. I'm about to really
Right.
take this on. So boom, you didn't decide to take it on or whatever. So now you kind of gotta like really like you gotta see the movie. Like you gotta see it in your head. Like I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like once you see it in your head, like okay, that's how it ends. So now you kind of like cameraman. I feel like yeah, after you write it, be trying to find yeah, write a movie, find a cameraman, find actors. And I know that's easier said than done, but it's really that simple if you make it that simple.
Yeah.
You probably like most people got cameramans in their DM now. Like it's not like you really looking for a cameraman. It's more so like
Like cameraman looking for you.
yeah, like figure out your money situation.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then another thing too, like people really miss out like on networking because sometimes you don't need money. You just need to know what like a person want. Like
Yeah.
that's an important thing. Like I want to really like express to people like you don't always need money. You just need to know like what a person want and need.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. That's big facts. When I was out in Vegas, I was working with people who preach that like there's so many people like you don't have to have the money. You just gotta find somebody who wants to be involved in a movie.
Yeah.
Like find
Yeah, and I
somebody.
say like if you in a college market, trust me, it's not about money. And it took me too long to figure that out. But if I had to knew that like day one, college is not about money. Like people need stuff bro, you could like I put it like this. You might say it's like a music video, movie or whatever, right? And it might be like a fashion show or something coming up or whatever, something, whatever, right?
Yeah.
You damn near could chop it with like one of the video people and you might just know like all they want is a pair of shoes. Like, bro, I know you know the fashion show coming up, whatever. And I mean, I can't tell you like how to say it, but this
Yeah,
basically like
yeah.
yo, I'll buy you them new J's. Somebody might be like, yeah, bet. I'll shoot your whole
And
music video. You
for
give me
college,
these
yeah,
pair of
in college,
Jordans.
what
Exactly.
I remember is sometimes people just want to like, hey, bro, I want to get some food off campus. Like, hey,
Yeah,
I want to
like
take
it
you to
might be
this
some
party.
food.
I
Like,
want to get somewhere real quick. Can you give me a ride somewhere? Can you do this? It's so simple. You never
Yeah.
know. You know what I'm
but
saying?
yeah,
It's
you can make sense.
Yeah,
Like you like, but yeah, if you in college, take advantage of that because you in a community of people that do not have money. So
yeah,
your money stretch a little bit farther, even.
yeah, for
Like,
sure.
fact.
Then the second thing I wanted to ask is you kind of talk a lot about just taking that chance. You don't have it, not having it all figured out. But I seen that was like when you wrote that first movie, when you try that new song, when you're expressing new
yeah.
sounds, it's that attitude of I'm gonna try it, even if like I don't know all of it. I don't have it all figured out, but I'm gonna still go for it.
I mean, so a big thing for me, and I know everybody don't got like the same background or whatever, but it's like I didn't have nothing at one point in time. So it's like
Yeah.
it's like I damn near can't lose because it's like I remember like I didn't have nothing. So I kind of approach a lot of stuff the same way. Like I don't have a movie. So when I did my first movie, it was like I don't have a movie. So if I make a bad movie, I could just say I got a bad movie. Like it's kind of like if you barefoot,
Mhm.
right? I don't have a pair of shoes. But if I get a pair of bad shoes, I have a pair of bad shoes.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I can't lose in the situation.
Yeah.
Um, so approaching it like that is always something new I'm able to do because I just know me going back to point A is me not having it, which that's what I don't have right now. Like it's like that's how I've been able to do so much stuff, whether it was like I said, a concert, a book, a movie, whatever, because it's like I just didn't have it.
Mhm.
And
Exactly.
then but the great part of it is also like the positive is if it's dope, then it's dope. Like I didn't accomplish something at that point. So when I did like the first movie, I was kind of like, okay, the reality is I got a lot of people to see this movie, but it's not the best from like audio, visually, whatever. So,
Yeah.
okay, if I come back, I'm gonna have better visuals, I'm gonna have better audio. Boom, did another movie. Okay, the audios and visuals is better, but I think people telling me it's cool because they like my friends, they my people, whatever. But
Mhm.
this still ain't good enough. So when I did the third movie, I'm like, okay, we about to go crazy. I see everything that been wrong. I'm about to find a composer. I'm about to find a audio engineer, somebody that's into lights, like not the camera person, but just a person that specializes in lights, whatever. But when I did that and I took the time to find all of that, that was the best movie.
Yeah.
And that's when people like went to the theater and everything for me. That's another thing too. So I had like whole theater full of people.
Draw.
Some people came from like Columbus, some people came from Bowling Green, Toledo.
Yeah.
People was there from Cleveland, obviously, it was in Cleveland. But when I had it, that was the main thing people was telling me, like, man, I'm gonna be honest, man, I ain't think this what I was like coming to. I thought my friend was just gonna make a movie and I just was gonna say it's good just because I'm just showing support. But I got that from like a whole bunch of people because I
Yeah.
really took that time for the process.
Facts.
And,
Big
and
facts.
just like how you were inspired to write the movie, it's like I can see and you kind of played a role like a character you in a movie, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. I had the character for sure.
I feel like what's so different about sometimes even movies that is the intention, not the intention, but the extent that you can express yourself because you can literally create a story. Like the story can be
Yeah.
out of thin air. In rap, I feel like it's a stigma. Hey man, you can't live what you don't rap, right? You know what I'm saying? But with a movie, it's like you can literally create anything, a character that can fly and make it make sense, his backstory. So just having seen you do that and then it all makes sense, it's just very, very creative. You know what I'm saying? So how did you even think about this is the story I'm gonna tell, this is the reason why, and this is how I'm gonna capture
um, I'm gonna say honestly, I feel like so with the story situation, I'm more so that was a team effort. So that was
it?
my homie Chef T Films. He basically came to me. we would kind of talk about making a movie every day, but he really like I feel like he was like, no, like I'm dead serious. And you can kind of just tell like when your friend like dead serious versus like we just talking about it.
Yeah,
And
for
I'm
sure.
like, okay, we about to pull the trigger, like let's go. So he writing some of it. I'm looking over. I'm like, okay, boom, this is what I would have like a character say. Boom, I'm writing my my paragraphs, whatever. And then we looked up and we was done. So I think we had about like 20 pages, 22 pages, whatever, but it's done. So from there, we like, oh yeah, we this happening. Like nobody gonna stop us. But what was so funny about that is the last thing possible, like I would have ever thought in my life stopped us, which was the COVID situation.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so we had everything set up. We about to shoot in March, Woody Wool, and literally like the cops shut our whole like operation down like in a parking lot. There's like it's too many people next to each other, and
Damn.
people that said they didn't seen y'all, and COVID spread, so we're gonna shut this down. So they shut that down, and for different people, it kind of like because some people, some people ain't never really, I guess, had no like police experience or whatever. So for some people, it's kind of like, yeah, we're not gonna really do that.
Yeah.
And then but yeah, it just was like a whole like thing where it was like, okay, some people got new jobs, so we had to like really figure out everything, like how we gonna really, just do everything, whatever. So once we figured that out, we just got back in rotation. Just like, okay, we gonna make this, we gonna do this, it's gonna be real. Yeah, you kind of just gotta like not quit. Like
Yeah.
even like some actors might be like a frustrating situation, like because I mean most of the actors we had really was just our friends that we could see playing the part. Like it would just make sense. So, whether somebody didn't study their lines and
Mm.
then some people like they might even be like more arrogant, like they really like do this. And it's like it's a lot you can deal with a movie. Like you
Yeah.
got people showing up late. Um,
It's a lot of moving parts.
yeah, it's a lot of moving parts. And I think that's the biggest difference. It's like
And it's a lot you
you're
can't control.
responsible for all these people, bro.
You're responsible for like that, and then it's like you said, when you had to get all those people there, but the cops can shut it down whenever, and that's something you can't even plan for. But you got to
Yeah,
plan.
or another thing with shooting in the Midwest, like it might rain, like it's just
Yeah,
over. It's over with. Like it ain't nothing to talk about. Like
yeah.
so you got those variables, and with those variables, it's definitely like a struggle, definitely harder to do. Only I say like the main pro is that like I feel like it's just cheaper to shoot in the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
Like no matter how people look at it, like it's a cheaper process on a major production. It's a cheaper process like on a micro production too.
So, just taking it like real quick back to the music. So, being
Yeah,
out in LA, how do you feel like your music has grown and just the experiences working in those studios compared to how you created music back in
I
like
got you.
Cleveland?
I wouldn't say the studio increases like my rapping ability, but
Mm-hmm.
I definitely feel like the more you know, the more you see, and the more people you meet with different amounts of money, different amounts of knowledge, you're going to become a better artist because you're just seeing a whole different lifestyle. And even like what you might have thought was a flex before, like it's new flexes because you got access to new information.
Mm.
So when it's kind of like when I'm seeing these different beaches, and especially seeing something in person is way different. It's like it's more stuff to rap about when you just seeing these different cultures, these different arenas, just also like the different types of jobs. You literally just information that like that's what rap is. It's like
So you don't feel
you're
like
telling people information.
you feel like you ever get caught up in everything that's going on out there though too? Like just having to stick to a plan. Like LA is everything. You go like you
When
say,
you
go to
say
a
when you
beach.
say get caught up, what you mean?
You could go to a beach. You can go to a club on a Tuesday, and it actually is going crazy. Like every day, it probably is a kick it. It's probably something
Man,
going on.
honestly, I think that's
Of course,
I
that's
think that's
anyway,
a
but
part I think that's a part of what's needed, actually.
yeah,
Now,
okay.
obviously, like you got to keep a limit though. Like if that kind of answer your question, like I feel like everybody need to know their limit.
Mm.
But I think you need to go to the beach once a week, or you need to go to like something that's like not music related to be around just regular people that's themselves. Like, and because I feel like you can learn a lot from people that don't do music that can make your music better.
Mm.
Because that's really like the average consumer don't do music. They just like to listen to it. So you need to listen to those people sometimes. Like
Yeah.
also like the West Coast is a whole different world and everything. Like from fashion to the way they grew up to the way they look at things. So if you know that, I don't know, that might can like create some crazy punchlines for you or
Mm.
whatever you're trying to do, or just like you might catch yourself saying something in the song like you wouldn't have said before because you met these different people.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean?
So since you've been out in LA, how was LA being out there help your career as an artist?
Got you. Okay, so just I would say LA showed me like it's a bigger networking hub off pit. So LA is definitely a bigger networking hub. And when I say networking hub, for example, BET weekend was here.
Mm.
Um, I mean, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think BET weekend was ever in Cleveland, Ohio, personally. But
Yeah.
so it's like I was already here. I didn't have to get no plane ticket. I didn't have to get no
Yeah.
hotel. I was already here. The only thing stopping me was kind of like how I'm gonna get in there. You
Right.
feel me? But I had kind of like networked with some other people like last year, and then when I got there, I was able to link with Pleasure P, Ray J. Um, I didn't know like Gilly and them, but like Gilly the Kid and Wallow was there. I watched their show every day, so they happened to be there and they actually gave a show. Young Berg was in the building. So yeah, it's a dope experience. Like I'm really in the midst of just people walking around.
Yeah.
Um, and then my transition to like later on that night, because that was just like the day party event.
Yeah.
They like, well, BET weekend again is happening tonight. So I look up now. I'm experiencing like Young Jeezy was there. Um, it's like all these different people that you can just see. Like I'm literally right next to like Jazzy Faye. Jazzy Faye like right by me or whatever. Like we just having conversations. And the crazy part is it be people I feel like I don't even know because they're in a different world that of stuff that I don't really super look at. Like a girl might tell me like, oh, that's so and so. She the top makeup artist in the world right now, or you don't know her, or you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
that's the other thing. But that going to like what I say about learning stuff, gathering information, like information is super important. But yeah, huge networking hub with just opportunity. Like you're here, you're here. This is where people want to come. You're going to run into people. You're going to network with people. Another opportunity that I had, I got to go to the Red Bull studio
Yeah.
with my homie Pineapple City.
Okay.
So basically, me, my homie Director Betts, we pretty much do recordings, all type of recordings, music, videos, blogs, all type of stuff. So we got to kick it with Pineapple City. She's an artist from New York, but she's kind of like bubbling now in LA or whatever. So boom, from just that experience, it's like the Red Bull Studios is in LA. If I wasn't in LA,
When it
then I
happened.
wouldn't have got to go to the Red Bull Studio.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's just dope to see because their biggest artist is Blast for people that don't know. I'm gonna say that's their biggest hip hop artist. But they're obviously doing like successful things. And then on top of that, it's Red Bull. Everybody know Red Bull. But being able to see that top notch studio and see how bigger artists work, because I'm watching her, she got people just to do instruments and beats or take out sounds to the beat. Where like I never experienced that with music.
Mm.
Like with the beat is however you bought it. Like I mean, you can ask somebody to like tweak it a little bit, but no, I'm watching like three people make her a beat with like one person doing drums live, another person playing a flute, another person doing this, and she's just
Oh
like, I
yeah.
don't like that. I don't like that. Take that out. Add that. Matter of fact, put that over there. And they literally like making a beat. So seeing that to me is motivating to where like I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get there. I gotta like I ain't even close right now. Like I'm seeing what other people doing right now.
Right.
the power people got, and how they able to make like the best music possible. But yeah, this is like I don't know. It's really what you make it. Like you definitely got to put in some work. You definitely got to go hard. But the opportunity here, like it's not close.
Mm-hmm.
Only opportunity you gonna get like that, really, like even Chicago. I feel like Chicago, you still gotta like know people and be like tapped in. Like, don't get me wrong. I feel like you got to be tapped in everywhere, but I feel like here it's a little bit easier
It's a
though.
big market. LA is a big market. It's a
Yeah,
lot of stuff going on, and just as an industry altogether, it's a lot of studio films, a lot of studios, a lot of film studios, a lot of just everything going
oh
on in
yeah, this is
LA.
another thing I'm gonna say. It's
It's a
not
whole
really
new
to answer
field.
your question, but it kind of like in the same ballpark. So the thing about LA is you got a lot of people that don't got it all figured out, but they
Yeah.
doing amazing things. So I might have some of my like homies over the crib, and they all might be females. But when they leave my crib, this is the type of stuff that's like happening. Like, oh yeah, I just styled for Lil Durk and Coil Ray. Or another female might tell me like, oh yeah, I just was in Rodway video. It's down the street. And when you meeting these people, it could possibly lead to another opportunity where like, hey, I'm going to this. You want to go?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
where like them opportunities just don't exist in the Midwest. Like it's not just like a hey, you trying to go to Soulja Boy video? It's at the beach today. That's
Yeah.
not a thing in the Midwest. Like it's
Yeah.
just not.
That's what you're talking about is exactly what I built. The first business I was building out in Vegas is exactly what you're talking about. It's called nightlife networking. And it's basically about what you were talking about earlier, like value arbitrage. Like you said, like I would have girls that I would meet. I would make them my female friends, but
Yeah,
they would be on stage with Tory Lanez at Dre's. They would be
yeah,
with 2 Chainz down at Dre's. They would be like all these crazy networking things are going on in Vegas that these girls are at. I'm just like, and they're introduced me to them. Like they're like, hey, like meet him, meet so and so, meet this guy, meet that guy. Like just doing it from a place of like you said, you don't always have to have money. Like even at the highest level, after you graduate in the real world in the city, networking is so important
yeah.
to your
Fact.
network can get you into places that you never thought that money can't even buy. And so that's kind of some crazy like so basically so networking aside, what are some things out there that you're doing? Because obviously you're a hustler. How are you like still hustling now to keep investing into your music?
Um, man, everything like anything you think of, like it's like you got the music going. The Instagram reels pay a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you got I got merchandise. Um, on another note too, like I also do like sales, like on the day job side.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like whatever I feel like you just gotta get it. You gotta be like whatever
Yeah.
you do, you gotta like take it serious and just be like, I'm about to run it up every month. So you can like, live your lifestyle and then invest in the music. But out here, I just feel like it's more money out here if you want to if you want to get to it. Like oh yeah, it's more money out here. Like it costs more, but it's money out here.
Right.
Yeah.
No, 100%, 100%. That's exactly how I was feeling like when the pandemic hit, like I went from getting hella money to getting no money. Cause like Vegas
Yeah.
is like a very hospitality kind of
Oh
industry.
yeah, that was crazy.
So when everything shut down, I was knocking doors, just trying to hustle, just trying to just sell solar and shit, just knocking on doors, doing cold calling, just to pay
Yeah, yeah, all right.
the light bill.
Yeah, that call is stuff crazy.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like it's opportunity. Like LA is filled with opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like yeah, anybody that's really like serious, I feel like they could definitely do it. I got my own like what's the word I want to say? Recommendations for moving to LA. First off, I'm gonna say yeah, save them some money. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like at least if you could save up like 7 racks, like seven. I know that might be crazy for some people, but it would make it easier. Like I don't know, you can take out a loan or something, but yeah, like 7 racks would kind of like make things okay. But even when you got that money,
That's what
and you
somebody that
get here,
is that for
you
somebody that's trying to come out to LA with like a job already lined up, or is that just you could come out there just from there and figure it out?
um it's like if you got the job lined up, to me, it's the same thing because you need to be getting the job like ASAP. Like when you get here, like I just say like 7 racks because if you got a 1 bedroom and it's 2,200, 2,400, or even if you got like a homie you about to stay with it, y'all both like coming up with like 3,200, 3,000. If you got like seven, you not like just like you can survive the next month. So boom, I would say like, yeah, get like 7 racks. Then oh yeah, ship your car. Please ship your car. Like if you ain't got a car, I don't even know. You're gonna need a car because Uber gonna like destroy people. Like I came out here with my car shipped, but I seen people that they didn't have their car shipped, they struggle was way different. Um, I say like what's another thing too? Yeah, just get creative too. Like
Yeah,
apply for some jobs you ain't never applied for. Like it's sales jobs, people making money. The other thing too, I know people that's doing like DoorDash and making so much money. Um, like I'm talking about like I know people personally like 8 bands a month, DoorDash, 7 bands a month.
God damn.
Like I can't sign up for DoorDash because apparently, like I guess I didn't sign up for it when I was in Cleveland, and they said it was too many people here. But yeah,
yeah,
so because I was like, man, what? Everybody, stacking up, it's crazy. Like, but that's what I be meaning when I say like. But then I guess another situation with that is like everybody not gonna be willing to drive. You feel me?
Right.
Like I know people that like they drive 50 minutes to work every day, hour to work every day because that's where the money is. Like so out here is gonna be really like what you willing to do.
yeah,
Like I even know like homies that's really getting that spread, but they drive from San Diego every day to LA. So that's 2 hours, maybe 2:30. But when I ask them like why you do it, and they tell me like, yo, bro, I make 17 a month.
woo,
What you willing to do? Like,
yeah,
because I know a lot of people you'll tell them that, and I feel like they'll mess up the job. A couple times like, oh, I ain't feel like driving that day, or oh man, I got all these problems or whatever, and then they'll mess up their 17,000 a month job. Like,
yeah, for sure. But true. I just want to go like back to what you have going on, man. What can we be looking for Will the Space Kid, man? What's
yeah,
some things you
okay,
got up
so
your sleeve?
the Pretty Chaos album came out,
Okay,
super dope.
definitely hard too. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want everybody to check out Pretty Chaos by Will the Space Kid. Title, Apple Music, Spotify. I
Mm-hmm.
done dropped a couple singles. Sipping On definitely done went crazy. I checked the analytics on that. Like, there's a lot of people from different states messing with that song. I just dropped the Crown video. That's more like lyrical, but people definitely vibing to that. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep dropping more videos, more content. I might put another project out before this year. I might not. Still debating that. There's
Mm-hmm.
still a lot of time left in this year too. That's another thing.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
For
But
sure, man.
yeah, it's gonna always be the same thing. Like we coming with videos, we coming with songs for people to listen to, and then just content in general. Got to get them photo shoots in.
Yes,
But
sir.
yeah, people can expect to just constantly just see my face, like Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter, whatever people get on.
Whatever,
Facts.
man. I appreciate it, man. So that's
Yes,
a
thank you, man.
yeah, definitely got to get you back on the show. I feel like it's a lot of things we didn't cover. We kind of and I do
Yeah,
want to
it's
go more
a
in
it's a
depth, but
lot of
a
things.
lot to your story. Yeah, for
I
sure,
mean,
man.
I definitely be down for like a part two or whatever.
All right,
For
man. I
sure.
appreciate it, man. We
Yeah.
got Will the Space Kid in the building.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. It's an honor having you on the show, man.
For sure, man.
I bet it up.
Uh,
I think I just stopped recording.